Okay, it says we are live. So hello. Welcome to a Sunday edition of the Dawdling Writer, whatever we're working on today. And I okay, so those of you who are here on Friday may remember that I mentioned that Slime Rancher 2 had been released. It's a computer game. It's very cute. I love it. It's a farming game, but you, instead of like collecting chickens, well, you do collect chickens. Instead of collecting cows and pigs and whatever, you are on a planet far, far away, and you are collecting strange slime creatures and breeding them and all this fun stuff. It's very, very cute. The cuteness is just high threshold levels of cute. And so I got it on Friday. Yes. So I didn't get it day of. I got it on the next day. I spent a couple hours. I watched some of Charlie's stream where they were playing Slime Rancher 2, and it was downloading at the same time that I was watching. And I was like, I must go have my own. And so I have spent over 16 hours playing this game at this point. So I spent definitely part of yesterday just ranching for slimes, and it was glorious. Mom also made Rice Krispies, so that's a win. So I have had Rice Krispies and fun times this weekend. It's also my brother's birthday today, so I sent him text message because he and nephews are and my sister-in-law are doing stuff today, so they're busy, but I just wanted to make sure I texted him, and I'll try and call him later. But yeah, so Dawdling Brothers. Rice Krispie treats, yes, sorry. So that was very nice. Yes, good game and Rice Krispies, and yes, all the good things. So hopefully we can channel that fun, positive energy and put it into the work. So yeah, so I'm going to try and hopefully maybe I can work on one of the like humor scenes, one of the sort of like tension breakers or relievers. What do you call those? They're not quite filler because they are meant for character development and character exploration, but they do sort of tend to give the reader a break. So like the ratcheting of tension up, and then you have to have like a funny moment. Anyway, so maybe I'll work on one of those scenes today. But I also do kind of want to start getting ready for a Kanban board reset for next quarter, which is next week. Next Saturday begins the fourth quarter, which is insane. This coming Saturday, which is mind-blowing. So anyway, so I've got planning to do. I've got sort of like a fun humor scene to work on, and then more planning. So yeah, that's kind of where my brain is at. I have eaten, I have hydrated, I've had coffee and a glass of water. So, and I have now decided what we're working on, or what I'm working on. Becca says, hello, working on marketing today. You need to come up with some copy and make some reels. Nice. And Megan says, I'm going to be brainstorming ideas today. You're hoping that all the therapeutic work you've been doing will dissolve this mental block that you've had for months, nay, years, or at least let me make some progress. Gotcha. Monique says, 2 things that you're working on today. 1, your outline, and 2, folding the laundry. We started laundry yesterday. I think we have 1 load left. So I still have a little bit of folding, and then I have to put them away, which is like my least favorite part. But yeah, So Sonia says drafting today. Nice. Elizabeth is here. Hello, everyone. Just ate grilled cheese sandwiches and ready to edit some chapters this Sunday evening. Nice. And Ayane is here. Hey, just thought you could be productive today. Well, welcome, and hopefully we can help you with that. Cool Gamer says hi. Hello. Welcome. Yes, this was like just the plain cereal is fine, but Rice Krispie treats are better. Yes, and we had treats. Happy birthday to the brother. Thank you. Good game and Rice Krispies. Sounds glorious. Yes. Okay, so Monique calls them breather scenes. Yeah, that's a good way to describe them. Yes. Elizabeth said, also started a new podcast called Pub Dates today, where the first episode was about how to pitch your book, and also brainstormed a bit about that earlier today as a result. Nice. Excellent. Is the podcast in Norwegian or is it in English? Just curious. I also need to pull a card for today because I have not pulled a card yet. I also still need to decide which deck I'm going to be switching to for October. Whether or not I want to switch back to the Shadowscapes and have it be... Oh, yesterday's was appropriate. Yesterday's was the Sandpiper, Be Playful, considering that I was playing computer game. Very appropriate. And today's is the spider. So there will be a spider on the screen soon. As soon as I can put things away and find the right spot. So that's your warning. There will be a spider soon. Okay. Flip to the S's, but not to the correct one. Here we go. And it is upright today, meaning the regular. Oh, Becca says, I got the spider. This is the third time this week. Nice. Excellent. Okay, so spider coming onto the screen in 3, 2, 1. Spider on the screen. So the main message is make your dreams real. We have a lovely little web, sort of galaxy colors behind it, and a purple and white pearl, I'm guessing, of some kind, dangling from the webs. Okay, spider disappearing in 3, 2, 1. Spider is no longer on the screen. And we are, again, slightly out of focus. Woot. Okay, so the spider, making your dreams real. Weaving your dreams into the fabric of life begins with a single thread of intention, and then the spirit joins you as your co-weaving partner. Take but a single step to make your dream a reality, and the spirit will take 10 towards you, for the universe is designed to support your dream weaving. The spider arrives when you need a reminding of the awesome power of co-creation with the spirit. Ideas and resources will begin to appear as if by magic as you begin to bring your dreams from the realm of intention into the realm of senses where they take form. The action you need to take is to be clear about your intentions and then act as if you have become the one that lives the life you desire. The web of creation has an uncanny way of coming together to weave the beautiful pattern that you set in motion. Another message of the spider is about any creative project you may be considering. Writing, painting, music, journaling, gardening, etc. Now is the time when inspiration wants to be channeled through you as something creative, even artistic and tangible. Creative projects are successful now if you are so inclined. So let yourself be open to abundance. Very appropriate. And as Monique says, this is very appropriate for the new moon. Yes, you're planning to do a personal sort of new moon ritual in the hopes of cleaning out some mental clutter. Yes. Yes. New moon is all about growth, going forward, things you want to gain, things you want to grow. So things you want to welcome into your life. The full moon is all about cutting. At least that's what I have been told multiple times. So, alrighty. But gaining clarity, gaining how do I want to phrase that? Gaining clarity, gaining organized headspace, gaining and growing are the two G words that keep coming into mind. So hopefully those are good words for you. And we will go ahead and I do have my planner over here, my two planners. Do I have any of my stickers? I do have some stickers, so I could just go with those. Okay, I think I'm all set. Let's start with the black cat this time. I should really do some moon timers so we could do some on like the full and new moon. That'd be fun. I should do that. I will write that down in a moment. Hopefully I don't forget. Hopefully if I ask y'all, what was that thing that I wanted to do? Hopefully some of us will remember. Okay, anyway, let's do the first sprint. Number 1, make sure you save your document if you have already been working this morning. If you have not yet been working or you are planning to switch projects, now's a great time to open whatever document you intend to work on. 2, make sure that you have something to hydrate with and go ahead and take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not hunching or slouching. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go, a 25-minute silent black cat timer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. I'm putting a poll together. Sorry for clearing my throat, y'all. Okay, so we'll likely wind up doing like 2 polls at a time, or like 2 in general, because I have I have choices to make. So what the poll that I've just put in is for the tarot deck to use next month. So I can show you the examples of the tarot deck. So the steampunk, which I think is the first one I put in there. This is the back side of it, all gears and fun stuff. It's not going to come through very clearly, is it? So that's the back side of it. And so I've got the Fool and the Ace of Pentacles. So like this is kind of the vibe. It's darker. It's not like super creepy or whatever, but so it's not like super spooky season, but it is definitely a more blunt deck, shall we say. So I've got that option. That's the steampunk. And then I've got my Shadowscapes deck, which most of you will have seen this anyway, so like here's the back. It's the purple watercolor based. And this is the one that I used for Chimera Moon, which I am likely to be revisiting for November. So I might wind up using this one anyway, just as like sort of for re-entering the story. So that's, I think, number 2. So there's Steampunk, Shadowscapes. I think True Black was next. And True Black is the one that Chandra had and I was obsessed with. And so it's like a very matte black, and then it has these shiny non-matte parts. And like the imagery is very, very cool. But it is one that I'm not as familiar with, so I will have to do a lot more sort of like checking with the guidebook, because this one has a little bit more association with certain things that I'm not as familiar with. But the artwork is stunning. So like, and it shows up on camera. Great, by the way. So that's True Black. And then the last one that I have is the Lucid Dreams, which is definitely not dark looking at all. This is the one that has sort of like beige and gold. Like there's the Hermit. He's just my favorite. I love him so much. There's the Queen of Wands. Very cool looking. So I have choices. So if you care to vote, if you care which tarot deck might or might not show up on screen during the month of October, you know, put your opinion in. I also have 3 oracle decks. 3, 1, 2. No, I have 4. I have our normal oracle deck, the animals. Then I have the Enchanted Map one, which I have been using kind of recently. But we can get to those a little bit later. So maybe next sprint we'll do the oracle decks. But anyway, yeah. So those are my tarot decks of choice. I do have a couple other like that are just based on the Rider Waite, but I don't care for them as much. I like the pretty ones. I mean, those are pretty, but you know. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to leave that up for a little bit longer, and then so you can get your vote in. And I'm going to run through and say hello to Rosalind, who came in late. Welcome. And Jen, hello. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. I've had food, I've had water, I've had coffee, I've had Rice Krispie treats. So we're doing good. Elizabeth said, I got a very short chapter done and started on the next. You have a goal of finishing the book in September, so by Saturday. Well, didn't you only have like 3 chapters left? Or am I? No, that was Becca, and Becca got done. How many chapters do you have left? Persephone is here, just in time for tarot talk. Yes. Yes. Sonia got 302 words. Nice. Excellent. Monique says true black. Let's see if I can say it. Might get your vote for spooky season specifically. Yes. I think you're going to vote for True Black. Lots of autumnal colors, and spending time with it will help you engage with the particular deck more. This is true. Yes. Yes, you've seen the Lucid Dreams Tarot before. Yes. I saw it on my social media feed, and I couldn't help. Every time I saw it, I clicked through and looked at it, and I was like, I want this. So yeah, the algorithm got me because I fed it by clicking on it. So yeah. Either True Black or Lucid Dreams, both are stunning. Lucid Dreams is a gorgeous deck. Yes, it is. Absolutely. Mama Maggie is here. Hello, lovelies. Hello, Mama Maggie. How are you? Arriving late to the party. But now that you're here, the party can start. Megan says, I took the dogs out, then brainstormed, didn't come up with any ideas, but your brain definitely feels like you've cleaned out a whole lot of junk. Good. That's good. Jen says hi to Maggie. And Maggie says, hello, Jen. How was your day? You've been watching an episode of Castle that you haven't seen, which you didn't think that was possible. Castle is a fun show. I am kind of a fan of the actor because, Firefly, all that fun stuff. You are charging your phone. Excellent. Hopefully you get that charged, and then we can get some work done. I'm also I don't know why it bothers me so much. Maybe it's because my eyesight is so bad. And so when I see the fuzzy in the camera, I'm like, is it my eyes? And I'm like paranoid. Anybody else with glasses, can you sort of like corroborate this, or is it just my paranoid brain? Monique says, currently comparing what I wrote so far to what you have on your outline, and you're adding details. Excellent. Jen says, it's okay, Maggie. Some plans fell through, but that's more writing, right? True. Monique is folding laundry after all the sprinting. Excellent. Diamond Book took a break. Excellent. Elizabeth says you have 5 chapters left. Okay, now you have 4. But again, 2 of those are the longest chapters of the whole book. Gotcha. Okay, but still doable. 4 chapters left. And if you can do a little bit more work today, then maybe you can have only 3. Then you can split the others over the weekdays. You're using the Marigold Tarot for October. Excellent. There was, I've seen who has the Hocus Pocus deck on AuthorTube. Somebody has the Hocus Pocus. Is it Sarah Canon has the Hocus Pocus deck? I've seen that one. I've also seen the Disney Villains one, which I really want. But I think those might be Oracle decks rather than tarot. I can't remember. You missed Castle. Castle's a good show. You actually have the books. Ooh, nice. you are really enjoying Nathan Fillion's new series, The Rookie. I pretty much enjoy him in everything he does because he hunts and waits for a specific kind of script that I very much enjoy. So, Persephone is using the new horror tarot, the Spoopy Tarot, Literary Witches. I've seen Literary Witches in the store, and I'm wondering, and I've never seen the deck like full out, and so I never knew if it was one that I really wanted. So maybe I'll have to hunt for a review. As well as the Everyday Witch and the Nightmare Before Christmas deck. Oh, nice. I can't say how old this series is because I've seen. I don't remember when the series started, but The Rookie, yeah, I can't remember. Still doable, yes, absolutely. You can get it done by Saturday. You love Nathan, but you're still sort of avoiding The Rookie due to ACAB issues. You can't really watch cop shows anymore aside from NCIS Hawaii. There's, yeah, cop shows tend to fall into sort of like certain categories, and there are really only a couple ones that I watch. And even then, like sometimes after a couple of seasons, I'm like, all right, I'm done with this. And I don't know if it's my attention span or if it's just that the show changes writers and all of that kind of stuff. But yeah. And also the way that they handle certain things. Yeah. Like one of my gripes with NCIS LA was that it was like always a terrorist show. Like every 2 episodes or every 3 episodes, there was always like some terrorists was come into town and they had to defeat. I was just like, again? I mean, granted, they were making the show sort of during the height of a lot of when the media was going on and on and on about this kind of stuff. But yeah. So maybe it's just that I don't tend to watch trendy cop shows. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know. Rosewood is interesting. It shows relationship between the male detective and female cop. Gotcha. Okay. Have I seen trailers for Rosewood or bits of Rosewood? I don't know. Not sure. Okay, let's do the self-promo. I'm going to switch to our ghost timer. If I can find him. Here we go. So this is your chance for self-promo. So don't forget to promote yourself, your work, and all your wonderful things, especially if they are writing adjacent. And yeah, fun times. All right. Don't forget, if you do not have a Blue Wrench of Power, you will not be able to post direct links. You can get around that by spelling out the dot in .com and putting in some extra spaces there. Ooh, Miss S is a Chinese drama about a female private investigator. Ooh, that's okay. Oh, Miss Fisher as well. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. All these recommendations are coming through, and I'm like, yes. Okay, good. More TV, more, more all the things. Rita says totally. Yes. So it is. This is my weekend show. It is. Oh, where'd it go? Somebody's promo was held, and I couldn't click accept. Anyway, yes. My schedule, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 to 3, and Sundays, 2 to 5. So it's an hour later and an hour longer, typically. Okay, brain. So I guess that's my self-promo. I'm here 4 days a week. But yes, and there's also links in the description for the Spooky Timer playlist and the farting critters and the water and all that kind of fun stuff. So also don't forget to thank you, Megan. I thank you. Appreciate it. I was like, wait, where'd the button go? Yes. Okay. I think we're ready, and I'm going to stop babbling on. And here we go. So 30 minutes. 1, don't forget to save. 2, don't forget to sip. 3, don't forget to straighten and stretch. And 4, don't forget to snack if you need to. All right, here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so just to let you know, in case you were hard at work during that sprint, we had a robotic entity enter the chat. Thank you very much to Megan and Mama Maggie for helping me bop and report. Yeah, so there was that. So now sub mode is on for the chat. So you have to subscribe for 5 minutes in order to chat. I don't know if that also includes the poll. So I'm going to kind of leave the poll up for a little bit longer. But so during that sprint, I managed to, I went ahead and I made a few more of my lovely little sticky notes or little page flag type things for going on my Kanban board. Some of the stuff that's currently up here is just going to stay there. I'm going to treat that as like, goal for the end of the year type of thing. 'Cause some of these are very long-term goals. So like the hot pink and the blue, I knew I probably wasn't going to get around to this quarter, but I wanted to put them up there to like keep them in my brain. So anyway, so most of those are going to stay up there. I have done a few things on there, but not a great deal. I am going to be moving some of the purple stickers down. They'll be disappearing. I've gotten some new purple stickers for that particular project, as well as some stickers for timers that I want to make. And then I went ahead and I made a set of stickies for the amount of money that I would like to save, because I need to be a bit more cognizant of saving larger chunks of money for heading into the future and, eventually getting my own house or place, type thing. So I have made it I'm going to be focusing more on finances type thing. And I need to be able to also save to pay for an editor and a cover designer and all of that kind of stuff. So there is that. I also went ahead and I shuffled the True Black and pulled. I don't know that I shuffled well enough because there are several major arcanas. So, but then again, I have always tended to get majors. So whatever. We'll roll with it. Also, don't forget that was the self-promo sprint. So make sure that you promote yourself. Okay, so Megan says pieces for the We Will Not Go Back Feminist video anthology are due Tuesday. Message Megan to get your piece added. And there's the link tree where you can contact Megan. True Black did indeed win for October Tarot deck. So we will be going with that next month. Elizabeth says, I usually have a live stream every Thursday at 6 p.m. GMT +1, which is noon Eastern. But this upcoming week, you're going to have it on Saturday at 4 p.m. GMT +1. Okay, so 6 hours behind. No, 7 hours behind. Is that right? Yes, 7 hours behind. So 4 p.m., 11, 10, 9 a.m., I think. I think that's right, 9 a.m. Saturday. Somebody will have to fact check me on that. Elizabeth said you had to reschedule. Oh, you had to reschedule it. Okay. Here's the link. I will definitely have to check it out and see what time it's supposed to be at my time. So but there's the link. Thank you very much for providing that. You've been invited to a super fancy business dinner. I was too busy trying to convert in my head to realize that there was a next part to that. You've been invited to a super fancy business dinner. Nice. Super fancy. Excellent. Okay, so there's the link for it. Jessica, hello. Welcome. Ooh, love your avatar. Let's see. Gorgeous. Love it. Love it, love it. All right, where was I? I got very distracted there. That was where I said thank you to Megan and hello to Jessica. And Mama Maggie helped me report the robotic entity. Fun stuff. Okay. I will come back to the Oracle. Well, actually, yeah, I'll come back to that because I want to make sure I get everybody's self-promo before I forget. So don't forget to check out Ms. Ocampo Writes on Instagram for your latest post. And here is Elizabeth's channel. Thank you very much, Mama Maggie, for the link parade. I appreciate it so much. Here is Megan's channel. And Charlie coming in here with Creations Path from your second channel. And here is Persephone's channel. Here is Diamond Book's channel. Here is Monique's channel. Here is Jen Writes Romance's channel. Here is Sonia's channel. Y'all make sure that y'all are following your fellow sprinters. Here is Rosalind's channel. Here is Becca's channel. And here is Mama Maggie's channel. Hello to Lindsay. Hello, hello. Here, okay, so Mama Maggie has some self-promo. Revelation of Ash, or ASH. Halloween Hoax Werewolf Conspiracy Book. Here is Mama Maggie's Amazon link for that. Excellent. Here is Lindsay's channel. And here is Charlie's Creations Path channel. Yes. Okay. So again, as Monique said, you want to see the Oracle decks before you vote. So the choices were the regular deck, which is the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. Y'all know and have been vibing with that one. Then we have also by the same lady, and I've kind of done I've done polls from them, is the Enchanted Map Deck. And this one has things that are either locations that you might run into or people or situations. So you have some cute and some dark. It's kind of a mixed bag. So that's the Enchanted Map. And then I think the third one was the Moonology. And that one's by Yasmin Boland. So that's the box for it. The cards just have a circular phase on the back. And then they have a short message and a moon phase or an astrological node type thing. This one is pretty heavy on like astrology technical terms. So there's that if you are into that. And then the last one is the Queen of the Moon Oracle. It's by Stacey DeMarco. This one has both moon phases and some lovely creatures. This one also has a moon phase circle on the back. And then it can go from, this one is New Moon Beginnings. So it has a full moon in the background, but a door to wherever you need to go next. And then this one is a Waxing Crescent Phase 3 or Day 3. Growth is the main focus. Let me see if I can get a little bit more focus with the back. There we go. So these are pretty. I like these, but they're very, very shiny. So those are the 4. So the regular spirit animal deck, the Enchanted Map, the Moonology, or the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Those are your options. So I will leave that poll open for another few minutes because I know some people didn't, might not have gotten the chance to subscribe initially. And chat for that. So those are your options for Oracle decks for next month. Alrighty. So Persephone sends some love to Mama Maggie for all of the links. Jen says thank you. Mama Maggie sends love back. Monique made it to chapter 7. Nice. Jen got 682 words. That's fantastic. I'm over here just like planning, and I've gotten 172 words on paper, other than like what I've handwritten. Elizabeth says 4 out of 7 pages edited of the next chapter. Nice. And changed the date of your live stream. Yes. Mama Maggie says links shared, bots bashed, poll voted, and need to find where you left your coffee cup because you have misplaced your elixir of life. Oh no. Jessica finished chapter 3 and wrote 406 words. Fantastic. Yes. Uplift. What is this in reference to? Just uplifting each other, which is always nice. Yes. Jen says, ooh, Elizabeth, did you do the tour and how was it? I guess. Yes, because we were talking about the tour of the possibly haunted building. Megan made mac and cheese for the boyfriend and yourself. Got nothing done but made food. Food is good because it feeds your brain, and it's good because your body needs food to run and therefore think. Lindsay says, is anyone feeling the nano vibes already? No clue what you're going to work on, but you already have all the virtual events in your calendars. So the nano suggested planning time doesn't actually start in October. If you look, it says it's like 6 weeks in advance, which would be like either the end of last week or the beginning of this week. I can't remember. But yeah, no, they recommend beginning your planning if you're going to just like outline everything and beginning your planning and getting to know your characters and all that kind of fun stuff. They tell you to begin according to their printout of like guide and how to do nano. They recommend really starting planning in September. So yes, this makes sense. Persephone goes, did someone say mac and cheese? Yes, Megan did. Elizabeth says yes to Jen. The tour went well, slid right into the teaching role again, and the students were so into the tour. Nice. Here you are talking about nano while you're online shopping for boots. Hey, I mean, boots are important in the fall and autumn season. I have worn out my ankle height brown boots, so I need to get a replacement for those this year, which is, I love shopping for boots, but I also hate shopping for boots because it takes me forever to decide on one. The picture is of you in about 2020. Well, you're gorgeous. So there you go. Jen says, that's a fun distraction. The boots. Yes. Elizabeth says, nope. You're going to Japan on your honeymoon in most of November. Oh, nice. So you're going to take a full break in November. Yes. Love that. Jen says, I'm so jealous for going to Japan. Me too. Where are they? I had to repurchase my Japanese textbook and workbook because I lent them to a pair of old coworkers that were married to each other. And they were going on a trip to Japan, so they wanted to study up beforehand. So I lent them my class notes and my textbook. Then I moved, and they moved, and I never got them back. So I repurchased them. I can't get my old notes back, but I can at least have my textbook again, or have a textbook. Monique says, I've seen some cards from the Enchanted Map before. Yes. You chose the Queen of the Moon one. Nice. Not to sound arrogant or cocky, but I would be too. Literally doing everything we want to is our ultimate dream trip. Yes, absolutely. Queen of the Moon has the best art. Persephone also chose it. And Jen says, that's great on the trip. My daughter wants to go there. Yes, it's definitely a destination of choice that I would love to go to eventually. That's one of the places I would like to go. It's on my bucket list. Ayane says, I had an idea for a 5-book series in May. Ooh, you just couldn't get it out of your head. You would love to do the second book for Nano, but I realized today that I only got the first 30 pages of the first one done. Ooh, so are you going to do like maybe a series outline during Nano and just like figure out what the whole series is about? Or are you, how do you think you're going to navigate this 5-book problem? Yes. Mama Maggie says, I also like the Queen of the Moon for October. Nice. You're going to miss the first 2 weeks of Preptober because you have to send your laptop in for repairs. Didn't you just have to have it done? Or was that Stacy? I think that might have been Stacy. But either way, that stinks. Elizabeth said, right? Well, they are finally opening the country up for individual travel, and the yen is super cheap right now. Yes. Yes. Uplift your fellow spirit. Okay, that's what I meant. Yes. It does have a witchy, spooky vibe. Yes, just slightly, but a good one. You want to do Kinktober, but it seems like I have a book to work on for the next month. Is this Inktober or actually Kinktober? I will have to look this up. I'm sure there's one of both. Ashley says, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Your author photo is 6 years old. Nice. Well, I mean, if it works, it works. So boot shopping is a disaster. Oh no, you're looking for a pair of knee-high boots and a pair of combat boots, and nothing is ever perfect. It's always the heels. Why do they all have high heels? Because they make you feel badass. I don't know. I tend to have to do calf length because my calves are genetically, thanks to my father's side, they're overly large, shall we say. So I tend to have to do only calf height. There's a deck that you want called Oak, Ash, and Thorn, but you don't have the cash to order it. Okay, I want to see what this is. Oh, Lord. Where is it? Here we go. Okay. Okay. That was the internet telling me no more tabs open, even though I only have 2 tabs open. Well, I guess 3 if you count I guess 3 if you count the chat. Okay, so apparently the universe does not want me to look at this because I am sure that I would want to see it and have it as well. So I will have to bookmark this and look at it later after the stream. Dime Book researched that Sprint. You haven't sent it in yet. You've been okay, the laptop, but you've been stalling, but it's overheating after 90 minutes, so it has to go in. Yeah, absolutely. Elizabeth also agrees with needing boots that don't have high heels. Yes. I've actually gotten rid of all of my boots that have heels now that you're talking about that, except for I do have my ankle booties are like they have a little bit of a lift. I'm gonna take a break. See you guys tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Beautiful deck. Okay. I'm gonna have to try this later, but apparently Oak, Ash, and Thorn is a beautiful deck. Try Doc Martens. I would love a pair of real Doc Martens sometime. They have this Smoke, Ash, and Ember, which is dragons. Oh, now I really want to look, but again, internet says no at the moment. Okay. I'm not going to be sore and jealous about that. I'm just going to go, we're going to sprint. All right, Rotten Hood it is. Because I still have not done what I promised, because I'm a bad friend, and I have not finished doing my bat timers. Haven't done that yet. Okay. All right. Well, here we go. 1, save your document and all the progress you have made. 2, make sure you have something to hydrate with, and cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Okay. Ooh, apparently you're a little shaky. Whatever. We'll deal with it. Okay, where are we? 667 words with that extra little end of the sentence. Very good. Very good. Save it. Make sure I save my progress. That was a nice sprint. I did pull, I think I mentioned this last time. I did pull some cards from True Black. And one of the ones that I got was the Tower. And I thought the image was really interesting. It's really quite cool. So it's an androgynous figure, no genitalia. But it's, instead of a proper tower, like you would think of a construction, it's a kind of like a statue of a human being, and it's crumbling. And there's an eye sort of behind the head that serves kind of like a halo, but also just like someone is watching. And so it's kind of an interesting idea that, or an interesting artistic concept that we present ourselves as sort of like an institution or an establishment. And sometimes either when we are looking at ourselves and reflecting, we are crumbling the lies that we have created for others, or when others watch us, and we sort of like flake away our real human self in order to adhere to society's norms. I don't know. It's a really interesting artistic concept. And there's also this little cute fox rolling around on the ground in that shiny black. Anyway, I'm going to turn around so you can see what I'm talking about. But it's a really cool card. This may actually be, I think this might actually be better without the white in the background. Yeah. So you've got this sort of like moss that there's a crown and a rose, like a bouquet maybe. It's a really interesting artistic concepts. It's really interesting. I don't know, just the art of it is really fascinating. I have not actually read their little booklet to see what it says. But yeah, that's a really interesting, like, instead of a tower, like having the human self be the tower is a really interesting, really fascinating concept. And it could be that I'm projecting my own interpretation onto it, but it's a fascinating card. So anyway, I thought I would share that. So we were having that conversation about boots. And Lindsay was kind of laughing, winter boots with heels. That makes total sense, right? And Elizabeth says, yes, because who could possibly need grip and sturdiness in ice and snow? Mm-hmm. No, just let me walk on heavy stilts. I've actually, so they put this in the comment, but I've actually seen people where they purposefully wear stilettos specifically in either heels or boots in the wintertime, because they know that they can use the stiletto like an ice pick and get a grip. So it's like punch through the ice and then like use that as your grip. It's weird. But I would fall on my butt so many times. This would not be me, because one, I can't walk in stilettos anyway. But Ayana says, I love wearing high heels in mud for that reason, especially on the downhill. Yeah, Lindsay is also on my side. My clumsiness could never. Yeah. Persephone is also getting into the nano groove and all the ideas. Not gonna lie, I also had an idea, because it would be kind of interesting to have two decks. So I have my my deck that I originally, the Shadowscapes deck that I originally used to play and explore for Chimera Moon with. And it is a much lighter toned in both the optimism that the interpretations have and also just color-wise. It's very light. It'd be interesting to pull for like specific characters, sort of like you have the light, positive, more delicate energy, and then you would have like the darker, more solid. I don't know. Anyway, so it'd be interesting to have the kind of two characters, like two different decks, and then like they're two different characters talking to each other type thing, like dialogue wise. But it would be interesting because I know there are some of the cards would be much lighter interpretation wise in the darker deck. And then sometimes you would have the like lighter deck be like just kind of like a mask type thing. Be really interesting character dynamics. I don't know. Maybe I'm just making it up in my head. But isn't that what we're supposed to do as writers? Jen says 673. Nice. You beat me by a couple words. Elizabeth said, another chapter finished. Yay! Now on to the mega big one, you think, but you're getting kind of sleepy. Well, whichever you decide to do. Any work you do now is work you don't have to do later. Mama Maggie changed the laundry, got lunch, opened a document, reread the last chapter that you wrote. Nice. Jessica got 341 for you. Excellent. The Tower card sounds like all the therapy you've been doing to dissolve your negative thoughts. You love that. So pretty. It's, yes, the little fox isn't just in that shiny material. Gloss. I don't know. It's like, it is embossed. What's the right word? It's like, but it also has that slicker aspect to it. There's the fox. So cute. Old structures, mindsets, methods must be raised in order for new structures, mindsets, and methods to be built. Yes. Yes, yes. So cool, and you love the symbolism. Yes. You would kill yourself in heels in good weather. I could too. Yeah, which is why I generally don't wear them. When I do wear heels, I typically go for wedges because they're a little bit more stable. So yeah. Elizabeth says, same. It's a cool idea. And yes, writers are always thinking, okay, so Persephone, I think this could work. Yes. Mama Maggie says, you were a teen in Texas in the 1980s, so I can run, fight, and carry a 50-pound bag of old dog food over my shoulder in 4-inch heels. Embossed is the right word. Thank you. Jen says it's exhausting. Elizabeth says that's very impressive that Mama Maggie has those high heel life skills. Jen says my back hurts thinking about heels. My toes hurt. Mostly my toes. But also, yeah, the heels work. Persephone says, indeed. It's no surprise I wake up tired. Yours does that now that you have 4 decades in heels. Yeah. Yeah. Relatable. Yes. Yeah, those heels are not good for us long term. That's for sure. Jen says, I used to think the women in heels around the office building looked great. I was jealous. I'm jealous of the way they look, but my feet hurt too much. I'm too much of a creature of comfort, I guess. Okay. Let's see. We've done the cat. We've done the ghost. We've done Rotten Hood. Let's go ahead and go back to Ghosty and do a 30-minute sprint since I have been relatively chatty today. We will do a 30-minute sprint to kind of hopefully get some extra work in there. Okay. Oh, and hey, Bonnie is joining us. Excellent. Hello. You never dressed up enough. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So 30 minutes. 1, save your document. Save all your wonderful progress. 2, make sure that you have something to hydrate with, and cheers. Starting on my second glass. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go, 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Okay. Had to put my hair up. Despite having the fan on, my room gets toasty because the sun comes in this way. It'll start to cool off in a little bit. Yesterday was actually really nice because it was the first time I had to wear a light jacket when I went outside in the evenings for a walk. That has not happened in quite some time. Yeah. So very nice. I added, what am I at now? I'm at 12:03. So I think I added just shy, like maybe about 60 words shy of 600. So about 540-ish. Not bad. Not bad. I'm thinking over some of the details in this particular piece or this particular section. Yeah. Anyway. Okay, Mama Maggie said, I only wear heels on your bi-monthly date night. You told hubby if he wants you to wear heels around the house, then he had to wear them as well. That lasted barely an afternoon, and we came to an understanding. I love that idea. Megan says, I just came up with an idea that will completely change my story, but it will make it better. Excellent. Yay. I love when you have those like moments where like, aha, everything suddenly makes so much sense. Mom Maggie says, Megan, isn't that fun and nerve-wracking? Yes. Elizabeth says, got half a page done, and now I'm just yawning and staring at the screen. You're going to call it a day and hopefully see us tomorrow. Yes, I have not scheduled this next week's, but I am planning to be here at the normal times. So, yes. Mama Maggie said good night. Megan says, definitely overwhelming, changes the entire trajectory of your story. That could be a lot. Yeah. 318 words for Mama Maggie that time, 655 for Jen. You worked on changing everything about your novel that you had come up with thus far, barely getting through the first part. Gotcha. Jessica says 609 for you. Excellent. Yay. Jen says, I can't seem to go past 700 today. Oh no. Well, that's okay. Sometimes just the 600s are where it's at. Bonnie did seem to get past 700. Got 766 words for you. Nice. Persephone says, thanks for hosting. Yeah, we do have only about 9 minutes left, so. Ashley says, you just started promoting your books on TikTok. Ooh, you got 300 followers overnight, so you were excited. Excellent. That is amazing. Yes. I don't have TikTok, but some people in the chat might. So if you have, if you want to let us know what your handle would be over on TikTok, do let us know that. Mama Maggie says, congrats to Ashley. Yes. Okay, so I've gotten a good bit done. I have finished, maybe there might be a little bit more. There probably is a little bit more of the rough draft of this section. So that's good. I think I'm almost done, but yeah. Okay. Ashley says, I'm kind of getting the hang of it. It's not as hard as you thought it would be. That's nice. That's always nice. Okay, so Amish Books, Ashley Emma. You might change it to Ashley Emma Amish Books. What do you think? I think you are more likely to. There are lots of people that start with Ashley, is my guess. And so I think you might be more searchable if you start with Amish books. That's just my thought. I don't know, like, the parameters of it. I don't know if you could look up things that start with Ashley and just see how many of them there are, like, versus things that start with Amish and see how many of them there are. But I think you would be more successfully searchable if you had Amish books. But the other thing is, are you only going to ever write Amish books? Or is this your pen name specifically for your Amish books, and you're going to have a different pen name for something else? I don't really know how your future plans work as far as that. So that would be the only caveat that I would sort of like work with. Okay, so Ashley says, so far I'm one of 3 Amish fiction authors on there. I would say that's a pretty narrow niche that could work in your favor if you stay with the Amish books first as your. But again, I don't know because I'm not on TikTok, and I also am not very huge on Instagram or any of my other social medias, so I may not be the one to take advice from. That is my thinking. That's what you were thinking too? Okay. And so far, you are one of 3 Amish fiction authors. Yeah. So, I mean, it is what it is. There are a ton of videos making fun of Amish fiction. Cringe. Oh, okay. I don't know. Don't know how to feel about that. I still think keeping the Amish books first would, as Mom Maggie says, increase your searchability. Yeah. So yeah. That's my thought. Anyway, as useful or useless as it is, I don't know. But yeah. Okay, so I'm going to save my worky work. And I think I will go ahead and call it a little early today. We have about 5 minutes till the top of the hour, but I do need a bio break, so it's not a whole lot of point in going back. So yeah, but I will say here's Devin's playlist. Copy. Paste. Here's Devin's playlist. The problem is your readers are usually 60-plus-year-old ladies who are not on TikTok. So you're targeting younger readers on there because you do think younger women would still like them. Yes, I think you are correct. And TikTok and social media is definitely a way to find readers. So yeah, I think you might. Well, I mean, again, I don't know your TikTok strategy, nor do I know the best strategy for doing book teasers and book. I don't know. Book marketing towards the tropes versus. So I don't really know exactly how you want to go about it, but there is definitely a market for your books for sure. And I think there's also it's a significant niche market. I will say this because I used to work at a Books Million, and the Christian romance section, because we did not have a Christian bookstore anymore. That one of the ones that was sort of like in town was kind of out of town. They closed down. So then the normal bookstores increased the amount of that niche that they held because they were selling. So there is a definite market for things like that. Yeah, so there's definitely, and the people who would come in to buy them were not all 60 and up. So there's definitely a market. So don't fear. You will find your readers. So there's Devin's playlist. Bonnie says, thanks for hosting. You're welcome. And Ashley says you have a series of Amish retold fairy tales and Amish crime that you think they would like. Nice. Yeah, that could be fun. So, yep. But again, I don't have TikTok. I am not the one to come to advice for that. But I can give you hypothetical at least. So, all right. So it's a huge market for Amish fiction. The funny thing is most people don't know, but yeah. So it's a very good niche. Yep. All right, y'all. Don't forget to save all your work, and don't forget to hydrate and stand up and stretch if you have not during the time that you have been here. All right. I will see y'all tomorrow, and bye.